Yo, the real reason these games are capped at 30 FPS. The real reason behind this has to do with the console technology. The consoles, they run on APUs. And APUs are like the CPU and the GPU together. With them using all of this in one, you're not going to have the best performance. At least not right now anyway. Therefore, compared to a traditional CPU and traditional GPU, how it used to be, this is going to offer some varied results. And with this comes wishy-washy type gameplay and the way the engines would work. What's been done to try to alleviate that is to cap the frame rate at 30 FPS to try to make it evenly throughout. This is for console gaming. Currently, consoles are pretty underpowered. I know we always hear about how powerful consoles are before they're released, and then once they're released, you end up seeing the results. The reason why they use APUs instead of traditional CPUs and GPUs separately is because it lowers the price of the consoles. They wouldn't be able to bring you the consoles if they couldn't find a way to keep costs low. I mean, they could still bring you the consoles, but I don't think you want another $599 that type of thing that happened in the past. It's much cheaper to go with the APUs instead of the traditional CPUs and GPUs. This is what we come to. Now, APUs are probably better off with tablets and notebooks, but for high-end gaming, especially high-end gaming on a PC, an APU is not gonna cut it. APU is good for like the good low end, maybe medium depending on the game you're talking about, but it's not good for the high end AAA spectrum of games. Therefore, the frame rate has to be capped on console to keep consistency. This is the primary reason. And they don't want the game's performance all over the place. They got to bring people a good experience, a good console experience. And sometimes what ends up happening is, since the console is the primary system for the majority of these games to be made on, especially the majority of AAA games, sometimes they'll come to PC capped at 30 frames per second. Sometimes you can't really patch that out. Sometimes there is no config for that. In some cases, there are configs for it, and when you unlock the frame rate, you'll notice that the frame rate is unstable on certain games. You had games that were capped, like Dead Rising 3, you had The Evil Within. This is the situation with the 30 FPS. So when you see a game arrive on PC at 30 FPS, I'm not saying to accept it like it's acceptable. It's not. It shouldn't be. This is PC. But due to time constraints, budgets, and so on and so forth, they rather just put the game out over here, even though they could delay it until they give a proper fix for the 30 FPS. Instead, since they put it over here, that has to be the thing they have to do. That's the business. I'm not saying it's cool. I'm not saying they should, but I'm saying that's how the business works, unfortunately. But yes, this is the primary reason that you see a lot of games coming capped 30 FPS. A lot of the game engines have to be made to run at 30 FPS with these games being made on a console, just so they can deliver the right experience to console gamers. Now, some people have said that they have purposely capped the frame rate in order to make everything look like it's even and not make the consoles look so bad. I don't know if I totally agree with that 100% across the board. There may be something to that though. There may be something to that in certain cases of certain games. I wouldn't say that's the issue with all games. I do think that games are having some issues with being consistent for console gaming. That APU is really not easy to gauge a proper and steady frame rate on with the type of games that you're trying to create. Therefore, those are the results. And in order to kind of hide that, they ended up capping the frame rate where it'd be most useful to consoles. And that's what it is. Hey, this is PDElite Gaming. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already. Hey, you all have a good day and enjoy your gaming. Don't let that 30 FPS get you down. Enjoy your gaming. I holla.